What's up, guys? Welcome back to Malt Mondays. This week I'm actually moving, so I've got my desk kind of taken apart, and so I'm filming here on the couch instead. And I figured this week I would go ahead and look at something that I've been meaning to look at for a while, and that is Buchanan's Deluxe. So this was given to me by a friend to review, and well, he actually gave me the bottle because he likes it quite a bit, and he gave it to me to review, and I haven't tried it before. Buchanan's is a brand that's been around for about 130 years, and I don't think they've been making Scotch that whole time. But they've been around for 130 years, and on their website they actually say that this is the first whiskey that was good enough that they made to put Buchanan's name on. And they say that it's the highest quality liquor with notes of orange and chocolate. So this retails for about $30, and it's a 12-year-old blended Scotch. So we're gonna see if it's worth it. It has a really interesting pour restrictor on the top here, with there's like a little ball in it. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me see if I can make it focus. So there's like this little ball that moves around in the top, and I don't know if that's for every market gets that, or if he brought this back from South America with him or what, but that's really interesting. So anyway, it makes it a little bit tricky to pour, but we'll manage. And I have no idea if this uses natural coloring. I really doubt it. They probably make pretty good use of artificial coloring, but it's not super dark. You know, it's not crazy dark like Jonnie Walker. And on the nose, there's no like sherry notes, so I wouldn't expect it to be a whole lot darker than this. So it's pretty certain that there's coloring in this, but at least they didn't go too over the top. Actually, on the nose, there are some nice aromas here. I'm a little bit impressed because normally my experience with whiskeys, Scotch, under the $45 price range is that they can get pretty abysmal pretty quickly. And that the quality is very hit or miss. Some brands are still pretty decent. Some are actually quite good for the price, and others are just terrible. So I think they may actually be right about the orange. But I don't know. It's more of a grassy nose to me. But definitely light and a little bit of floral aroma to it. It smells similar to Glenfiddich 12-year-old, honestly. And I'd be kind of surprised if most of what's in here isn't from the Highlands and from the Speyside specifically. Mostly all ex-bourbon and probably second or third use casks, because the aroma is very subtle, very light. So we'll see how it tastes. Yeah. It's about what I expect for $30 whiskey. It's bottled at 40%, and as you could probably tell by my face, it bites like it's about 50% or higher. So, yeah, this... Now, I will say the flavor's not bad. The flavor's actually okay. And if you were putting this on ice, although it is really light, I can definitely see the appeal for this for mass market. This is going to go really well with like seltzer water to make like whiskey highball. It's going to be good on ice, you know, those kind of things. But the aftertaste is actually really bitter. So although I'm impressed with the nose, you know, it doesn't smell like alcohol. It doesn't smell like super cheap whiskey. it certainly tastes like it. And I'll try it again just to see. I do actually smell some oak now, just a little bit in the background. So this is definitely not the worst blended Scotch that I've had. And I mean, to be honest, you're only paying $30 for this bottle. They do make older versions up to like an 18-year, I believe. So I could actually see an 18-year-old version of this being okay. But this is pretty bad. So I'm going to say that if you're just getting into whiskey and you're looking for something that you can put on ice and it's going to have a really mellow flavor profile, that you want to just get used to that flavor a little bit, this isn't too terrible. Certainly, it's hard to get into Scotch and go right for the $50, $60 bottles, but there is a significant quality difference between your $30 blends and your $50 single malts. So, and not to knock blends in general, there are certainly amazing blends. Compass Box makes great blends. If you want to go for a quality blend right away, go for something like Compass Box Asila. That is a really, really good blend, and it runs $45, $50. But this, I can't really recommend at all. And if you like it, that's totally up to you. But for me, this is really bitter aftertaste. Like, I'm going to go drink a glass of water after this. It really burns, and it's only 40%. So clearly it's not mature whiskey. Even though it is minimum 12 years, they're not using really great quality casks here, and probably not great quality new make spirit. Whatever it is that they've blended in here. There's definitely quite a bit of grain whiskey in there, hence the grassy aroma. And there can be good grain whiskeys made, but often they're not. So if you like Buchanan's, let me know down in the comments below. Everyone has their opinion, and like I said, this would actually be quite delicious in the summertime on ice, in a cocktail, that kind of thing. That's really what this whiskey is made for. This isn't made to be drunk neat, but to each their own. So thanks for watching, and come back next week.